Hello, welcome into my channel. This is a timeless reading designed to be found by whoever needs it when they need it. So we're going to get into it and do a tarot lottery. Thanks guys for all your lovely words, all your lovely comments. I love you, and we're going to get straight into it. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for blessing me, guiding this reading to all higher beings and beings in the non-physical who move in the energy of love. I welcome you in at this time to use me as a vessel for clear messages for whoever needs it the most. What's the message, Spirit? Okay, we've got a hermit mode. I'm getting that hermit mode could be a good idea right now. I feel like someone's gone inwards. I feel like you've kind of withdrawn from some sort of situation you were in so that you can find peace and find yourself and find the next pathway to go down. This is about where you're going to invest next. And I feel like you really want it to be amazing. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles coming out on the table. So there's only one step between the Seven and the Nine of Pentacles, and that's finding out what your spiritual work is. That's finding out why you came to this earth, what your soul's mission is, what is blueprinted into you. They're giving me DNA with you. There's something in your DNA encoded into you, and I feel like you're working this out. I feel like you're getting to the bottom of something. You could be digging for information and figuring out how you're going to grow the next batch of roses in your life, figuring out where to put all your divine, precious, gorgeous focus. This hermit is looking at a dodecahedron. So I feel like you're looking into mystical and magical things, spirituality, occultism, manifestation, universal law of attraction. I feel like these things are calling out to you right now. Crystals could be important because there are two crystals hanging in this hermit's cave. So to find the gems, you're going inwards. I feel like you're connecting more to your non-physical temple and becoming aware of how the universe speaks to you and how the universe guides all of us. There we go. 7, 8, 9. So this is about you lining up with yourself, lining up with your higher self. And we've got the Emperor here, right in the position of the higher self. So this is monumental. This is absolutely phenomenal. I love this because I know I'm getting this click, this feeling of something clicking for you, that beautiful aha moment, that beautiful succinct feeling we get inwardly when we're psychically given information that floods our entire magnetic field with truth. And that beautiful, that feeling when the universe joins you in a bigger way, when there's more energy, when those, this is beautiful. I'm trying to explain this feeling I'm getting here. When you get these epiphanies, when you get these revelations, when you line up with a bigger dose of spirituality than you've ever tasted before. Attunement I'm getting. You're lining up your chakras for a big hit, for a big download here. Whatever it was you were involved with before, it was making you feel antsy. Your body was reacting to whatever situation you were in. The winds are blowing really powerfully tonight in England. We've got these Britannic pagan winds blowing. It's like the ocean all around you in the energy of wind. So I feel like the winds of change are blowing through your life because the winds have picked up while I'm doing this reading. Click, 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 click. That's what I'm getting. The number 6 could be important for you. Harmony, tranquility, honesty. I feel like you're being really honest with yourself somehow. Maybe you've had to switch your viewpoint. But to be in this position with these cards on the table, you've got to know that you're doing the perfect thing here with the Hermit energy by going into your own personal tower and letting these energies hit you. This is going to be really succinct. I'm getting like gumdrops, like sweeties, like ding, 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 like something sweet is coming to you. Revelation, imagination. I feel like you're going into your imagination and realizing there's no separation between imagination and creation. Because there's something here about you mixing with the non-physical on a whole new level. I want to clarify this Hermit before we pull the cards for the bottom row, because you're coming into your authority here, and I feel like someone needs to hear that you've done the exact right thing. Or maybe this will just be confirmation for you, because you know this energy is calling you. We've got all the steps here, 7, 8, 9. And this is what you're going inwards to do. This is so important. You could be being quite detailed, writing things down. I feel fascination with you. I feel like you're fascinated with what you're studying, or you're fascinated with what you're connecting with. This whole circle of energy, you know, what I was just feeling in your magnetic field, this is kind of the same image of this energy. I don't know if you can see those blue shards. It's kind of like rays of blue ray energy coming out of this tigress goddess. So they're connecting with you, you're connecting with them. Something's happening that's going to give you the exact information you need. Harmonic, it's beautiful, it's very colourful. Very colourful. We've got the Two of Cups here, merging with your higher self. And I feel like maybe people around you might not understand your spirituality. They might think you're just being ignorant. Maybe you just need some downtime. You need some recuperation. Because this is essential for your spiritual pathway, for you to blend with who you really are and get given the information. It's going to be very satisfying. It's going to feel good. And they want you to know with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about you creating your own reality. Whatever we imagine, we can create. You could be stepping out on your own. Yeah, I feel like you are. Nine of Pentacles with this title card. I feel like you know. I feel like the mind creates reality and you know, and you're going deeper with this. It's funny, there's no pause on life. We cannot pause the game. Even when we're meditating, we're still creating. But at least with meditation, it kind of feels like we're pausing the game of life and going into our own personal loot lounge. I do like to compare life to GTA. The only difference is GTA is kind of limited, but we are in a set up system that works perfectly energetically for all beings. And when I say about pausing the game, imagine pausing GTA when you're playing it and going in and checking all your loot. That's what meditation is for me, and I feel like that's what you're getting. Gems, you're realizing the value of spiritual knowledge. More precious than gold, more precious than anything. Some of these energies that join us, they uplift us so much, they mesmerize us so much, they invigorate us so much. There's no going back, and there's no going back for you now. Chariot energy, Cancerian energy, number 7. Divine work, 7, 8, 9. The divine wants everyone in a Nine of Pentacles status. That sounds crazy because there's so much going on in the world. But Nine of Pentacles is the basic state of being for humans. To be who they are, we have to get to that level. But funnily enough, it takes us a while to get through the cups, the wands, the swords. Then we've got to go through all the pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles is literally one step away from the 10 of Pentacles, one step away from the maximum achievement you can achieve in life on a family, a sovereign spiritual family level. So this is essential that you're doing this time out, that you're giving yourself that time. I'm hearing gracious. So I feel like this is you. I feel like you're being gracious. There could be something about the people around you. Maybe they're being gracious to you in this journey, or maybe you would like them to be. But I feel like this is smooth sailing for you. Easy sailing into your proper positioning here. Aries could be really important. Number 1, knowing that anyone who joins you on your pathway has to accept you at your sovereign level, because we're rising up now. It's like the cream of the crop. And there's something about the top, right? The cream gets scraped off the top of the milk. So you could feel like you've been separated, because energy has to align with energies that match it, and that's what you're doing here. This is it, baby, 10 of Wands. So I feel like this is all about work. I feel like maybe you do want to really put yourself into something, or you will be putting yourself into something. Because with the 10 of Wands, it's something that we do because we cannot not do it, because the fire is burning within us. So it's not just about hard work or working hard. The 10 of Wands is about doing something that you love doing with tenacity, because you've got no choice. It's blueprinted into you. This could be about you becoming a boss, because the Chariot is essentially the emperor riding his chariot, deciding to move his life or her life forward in the way that they intend. So I feel like there's something you could be diving into. Maybe not right now. I feel like right now you're deciding, right now you're weighing and measuring and realizing you're an initiate, realizing that you hold this knowledge, realizing that your mind is lit up, crystalline, crystal thoughts. I'm seeing a lot of crystals for you. Beautiful ones, raw crystals out the ground. And I feel like you're realizing, this is on me. I've got to do this. No one can give me approval. I approve of myself. I am the creator. I am the designer. I am the scripter. I am the leading role character in my life. You could be taking back your power here, or consolidating your power, Just as I say that, we've got strength coming out. Kalima energy, we have to know what to cut off, what to preserve, and, you know, what to create. And you're creating something. Perhaps you've cut off, Spirit's showing me a plant with dead branches. So I feel like you've maybe had to cut off some branches. They're giving me olive trees. So maybe you've parted ways with people, friends, family members. Because they're showing me a dead branch having to be cut off so the new growth can start. Temperance energy. This is about your personal will. Everyone's got such unique alchemical energies. And what I'm getting with temperance is that you're finding your own unique alchemical purpose. This could be to do with what you eat, how you think, where you live. This is your own personal recipe for success. And it's going to be unique. It's going to be unlike anyone else's life plan. If we're doing it right, the brave ones have to step out and do something completely different in a different way. Otherwise, we're just the same. So you know you're doing it right when there's this energy of, whoa, I'm the only one doing this. I'm the only one with this knowledge. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. We're all supposed to have our unique perspective and our unique knowledge. So I feel like you're branching off of something here. Being a powerhouse with this Aries Emperor energy. To really embody this energy is such a powerful thing. The Emperor is above any king, any queen, which means if you truly get to this status, you are truly in control of your own life. Nothing can get at you. Nothing. The universe will protect you wholeheartedly because you're sat on your throne. You get separated out from any lower world energies. And I feel like that's what you've done here. We've got the Three of Cups, which is all about celebration, but also about bringing two energies together and creating a third. We're going from the Two of Cups here to the Three of Cups. So we've got a lot of natural progression in your reading with this 7, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and then we jump from the Two of Cups to the Three of Cups. The spreading of emotional energy, cellular doubling. I'm kind of getting this energy of everything has to multiply, right? So it's so essential, the work you're doing right now, to line up your beautiful, colorful soul. I mean, I know we always talk about the chakras having colors, but this is something else. This is like the sweetness. I feel like there's a gentleness, a tinkling kind of energy. Because I feel like you've sort of maybe moved away from energies that weren't particularly suitable for your own personal unique alchemy. And that's not to say there was anything wrong with these energies, situations, jobs, people. But it just means that you had to find your unique potion, and you're doing that. We are all completely unique, and the real creators of reality, we don't look around at what already exists and regurgitate that. As Abraham says, you can either be a regurgitator of reality, doing what everyone else is doing. Who has seen, right, someone out there who's watching this video, have you seen, I think it's sheep, when they start walking in a death circle and they follow each other in a circle and they don't stop, and I think they do it till they die, right? Spirit's giving me that for the people who may criticize occultists or people who consider themselves to be witches or creators of reality. Well, these people have been brainwashed to be too scared of their own power. And you're someone who's so beautiful. There's such a divinity in you. Maybe you've questioned yourself at times and thinking, is this evil for me to think I can create my own reality? Because in an inverted world, up is down and down is up. And we've all had to go through that, where we've had people telling us we're evil for using tarot cards, even though they click on tarot readings. Yeah, they're nuts, right? People come on my channel and they're like, wow, don't do tarot there. It's like, why are you clicking, you dumb bitch? But anyway, sorry, I want to stay, I'm not going to get too feisty on this one. But you've got this power here. And to be an emperor, it doesn't mean you've got to be bolshy. No, the emperor is a true divine masculine. He covers all bases. There's a gentility here and an authority, because you're going into the subtle realms. I feel like you could be retrieving something from your DNA. Let's grab, deep meditation. I feel like you're retrieving things, you're connecting with new energies. You could find yourself meditating and feeling like you're in an ancient place. I feel like you could already write down your meditations, because I feel like these subtle energies that join us in meditation, often they are very subtle, but they want you to write it down and know how real it is, those subtle shifts in atmosphere and energy. They're saying you're visiting other places. This is also ancestors. You know, when I first was visited by my Persian ancestors, I was in Amsterdam. It begins with T and ends with S, and there's an uffle in the middle, right? And my Persian ancestors were all over me. And I've never felt so loved in my life. That was so intense. And I feel like there's something like that coming in for you. Your ancestors are kind of like helping guide you. There's something about lighting up the DNA. Yeah, they're giving me junk DNA. It's not junk, it's divine, multidimensional. So this is essential. I don't know if someone in your life doesn't understand your decisions or whatever. I don't know why Spirit is pulling this message out, but I feel like with the Hermit energy, you need to know it's perfect, darling. It's natural. It's normal, baby. It's not normal for people to be codependent and constantly need human validation. It's normal to be able to be an independent adult and go into your own world. And you need to do this. We've got the view from above, get the big picture, transformation, answering the call. And I only say you need to do this because I'm trying to encourage you that if there's anyone around you that is giving you shit, they've got no right to. You're on a perfect divine pathway. I'm sure you guys can feel this energy coming off the top here. It's just a beautiful energy of you being perfect place, perfect time, perfect peace, perfectly finding out your career or exactly where you want to be. I feel like you already know. For all these pentacles to be coming up, I feel like this is an investment and a perfect investment. Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. There we go. Liberating yourself. Phoenix energy. A fresh new way of living emerges. The time is now. I feel like you've made the steps. You've taken the proper steps here perfectly. And they're telling me you've turned yourself into initiate with your curiosity, with your endless thirst for truth, with that beautiful feeling you get in your mind where you're following something, you're sniffing something out, you're feeling your way there. You could feel like white light around you because it's visiting me now. I'm zoning into your energy. You could take notes. You could find yourself really curious about certain things, symbols. Ooh. There's a lot with you, a lot of detail. Maybe you write things down. Maybe you've got a book of shadows or a meditation journal. I don't know. Peaceful, right? Some little beta wrote on my channel the other day. They're so petty. They really are. He said, he quoted me and he said, there have been loads of Buddhas, you know. It's like, because I said, oh, it's pure Buddha energy coming through. And he was bitching, saying, oh, there's loads of energies of Buddha, you know. They get so bitchy, they never stop. Since I'm a kid, they will not stop. But it just reminded me of that with him. Maybe you've got someone bitchy around you. But you're liberating yourself. This is so beautiful for your spiritual pathway. And I feel like someone just needs this gentle recognition. I feel like your mind's going to float really high during this. It kind of feels like a separation. You're being separated to be attuned. Initiate levels. Non-initiates will never understand the initiates. It shocks me the difference in consciousness on this planet, where some of us are like light years ahead and some people still think you're crazy because you've gone way ahead of them. Okay, we've got truth hurts here, and then we've got love victory. Let's clarify this. We've got speed boost here. 8 of Wands energy. I feel like that's what you've moved into, this beautiful flow of metaphysical energy. I can see this in my mind's eye. Like the arrows flying in the air on the 8 of Wands, but I'm seeing different arrows than I've ever seen before. You're sending up a lot of energy while you're in hermit mode. See, the outside world wants us to think that if we're not working hard, then everything's going wrong for us. No. When we're peaceful, when we're relaxed, everything works out for us. So I feel like this period of peace is really important for you. Let's see what this is with the truth hurts, because it's come out on top of the 8 of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. You raising yourself up into your true position, loving yourself enough for the victory, loving your mission, loving your true essence, loving the fact that you're unique and no one can be you or replace you. There's something about you knowing yourself that disappoints someone. And they do get funny, don't they, humans? They're like, oh, they think they're better than us. Starseeds think they're better than us. It's like, maybe you think that, you know, maybe they think that. Yeah, Ace of Wands, this freedom for you and this fire, this new direction, there's power coming for you. A period of peace, and then a period of power where I feel like you're going to be really going for it and knowing that whatever this work is, it's so beautiful. I'm hearing it's a continuation of previous lives' work, which is funny that we've got the essence of all Buddhas, because there have been so many reincarnations of Buddha in female format, in male format. The energy will keep returning, much like the Christ energy. Until humans figure out that they're living in a dream they created themselves, and that one being split off into many, the same figures are going to come back. Yeah, they'll come back in different races. They'll come back in different formats. They'll come back just to give us the hint, right? It's the same information. Universal law never changes. And maybe that's what you're switching to. Universal law over the law of man. Only universal law is true law. Man's law is second to universal law. The kings are second to the emperor. And that's just how it is. It wasn't that one was meant to come out. It was Seven of Pentacles. But we do have the Knight of Pentacles too. But this was the one calling out to me. That's Seven of Pentacles all over again. Maybe people have made you feel like you've got to fit in with the little town you live in, and they're very over entitled to people's energies. I get it all the time. And bearing in mind, I live this shit. I live the tarot. I've been in hermit mode my whole life. I've never been part of society, but they still try and force me into their little codependent. I don't mind being a member of the community or whatever, but I got work to do, you know. And I feel like that's what it kind of is like for you. They just don't get it. Some people, they just don't understand that you're a spiritual being. You don't need to maybe speak on the phone to people 20 times a day to feel safe. God's got you. You are the power. Emperor energy. You protect yourself. You've got everything you need. And this is victory for you. Pulling yourself away from something. Perhaps you rejected something. Yeah. Anyone who won't admit that you're a star ain't your friend. Because I don't know why people get so offended with honesty. Because, you know, for example, children are pure and honest. But sometimes when we just say what we are to people, they don't like it. They get threatened. Well, maybe they should up their game. Maybe they should do their spiritual work and stop getting jealous of you. I don't know if that's what's going on, but we've got the truth hurts here. Maybe you're not aware of this, that someone, Page of Cups energy, could be a friend or someone you would consider a supporter. There could be some resentment. I don't know. Let's look at the guiding stars anyway. I feel like Spirit's saying it's irrelevant. Maybe you do live in a little town or something like that. It's horrible, isn't it? I would much rather be a gypsy. And I love the fact that gypsies, well, I don't love the fact that gypsies have been slagged off for years, but I love the fact that everyone now is getting on my ancestors' bandwagon and doing the van life. Because in England, they still slag off gypsies. They still hate gypsies. But everyone's doing that now. The freedom, right? I like that freedom of moving on the road, because then you're not stuck around people who expect things from you. Maybe you've kind of had that kind of experience. On this night, I will look to the stars and send hope and love to all those I have lost. And I feel like, again, this is a shout out to your ancestral hits that are going to come through your DNA. Could be quite emotional, because when energy moves through our body, my oh my, you could be tearful, you could be, you know, in your own private little sanctuary, getting those emotions out, feeling like life is yours to grab, you know. I will use the moon cycle to show me the next steps on my onward journey. So maybe there's something you're going to be doing during the full moon, the new moon, something like that. Or maybe that's just a little heads up from Spirit to keep an eye on the calendar, something like that. I feel like for someone, it could help with something you're doing, to meditate on a full moon or something like that. Let's get some botanical cards here. Victory and conquest. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Oh my God, Spirit, you're so funny. Spirit is literally mocking the Matrix, saying when you get to this level, the Matrix don't exist. They've got to bow down to you because you're ruling from the higher worlds. Yes, baby. I love that. I'm going to leave it there. Victory and conquest. You've got this. We've got the victory card right here. You got this, baby. Keep doing you. Perfect divine. Answering the call. Mwah.